All right, welcome to today's Explainer. We are jumping straight into one of the absolute highest stakes, most emotionally charged games in modern football history. Today, we're unpacking the legendary 2002 World Cup clash between Argentina and England. You see, this wasn't just a group stage game, it was a defining chapter in a fierce sporting rivalry, ending with a tense 1-0 victory for England. We're going to break down exactly how this dramatic rematch played out on the pitch, looking at the broadcast moments and the major tactical shifts that define the day. So let's start by asking a pretty heavy question. How do you completely erase the lowest moment of your career? For England's captain, David Beckham, this match was all about a desperate search for redemption. He walked onto that pitch in Sapporo carrying the immense, suffocating weight of his 1998 disgrace. He was out there looking for a way to rewrite his own history. And because of that, this wasn't just a standard game where teams cautiously look for a point. Absolutely not. This was the culmination of a 4-year wait for revenge. You could literally feel the tension before the whistle even blew, because everyone watching knew they were witnessing the boiling point of a bitter, historic rivalry. Let's trace the ghosts haunting this fixture for a second. We go back to 1986 with Diego Maradona's infamous Hand of God in Mexico City. Then jump to 1998, the match marked by Beckham's red card and England's ultimate shootout sorrow. All of that incredibly heavy footballing fate leads us directly to 2002, the rematch in Sapporo. The tension was just off the charts. Section 1. Tactical Battles in Sapporo. Before a ball was even kicked, we had two managers deploying totally different philosophies. Marcelo Bielsa had Argentina completely geared toward possession and technical playmakers. We're talking about guys like Ariel Ortega, Juan Sebastián Veron, and Diego Simeone orchestrating the midfield. On the flip side, Sven-Göran Eriksson built England for pace and devastating counterattacks. They anchored the middle with Nicky Butt, shifted Paul Scholes left, and relied heavily on the sheer terrifying speed of Michael Owen alongside Emil Heskey up front. Section 2. A tense opening half. Right out of the gate, Argentina aggressively put England on the back foot. For the first 12 minutes, they just dominated possession, testing David Seaman really early on. It was super scrappy, too. Argentina's legendary striker, Gabriel Batistuta, actually picked up a yellow card for diving, and Kelly Gonzalez created some real danger with a couple of close misses. England was definitely scrambling. But England had a plan to weather that storm, and that plan was Michael Owen's blistering pace. There was no doubt about his major threat. He started using that crazy speed to just tear down the wings, even hitting the post at one point. Owen's runs put guys like Walter Samuel and Javier Zanetti on high alert, basically sending a clear message. If Argentina pushes too high, they're going to get punished. Section 3. Beckham's Moment of Truth. Then, out of nowhere, a massive shift in momentum. Michael Owen uses that pace, bursts into the box, and goes down under a challenge from Pochettino. The ref points directly to the spot. Replays showed there might not have been a ton of contact, but the decision stood. A penalty and a golden chance for England to take the lead. 44th. That is the minute on the clock. In the 44th minute, David Beckham stepped up to the spot. Think about the psychology here for a second. He is standing there, directly facing the exact team, the exact colors that caused the absolute lowest point of his entire career 4 years prior. The pressure on his shoulders in that moment was unimaginable. And boom, goal. He doesn't try to get cute or place it delicately, he just smashes it with sheer brute force. It's a bit of a gamble going straight down the middle, but it bursts right past the keeper. It was his second World Cup goal, his 7th international goal, and it gave England a massive 1-0 lead right on the stroke of halftime. Section 4. Defending the narrow lead. So the second half kicks off, and the whole narrative flips. England goes from throwing counterpunches to holding on for dear life. Argentina dialed up the pressure big time. They subbed out Ferron and brought on Pablo Aimar, known as the Little Clown, and his impact was instant. Within 35 seconds, he had a shot on target. From there on out, it was just relentless attacking pressure. Every time you looked up, there was this massive wall of blue and white shirts pushing forward, trying to crack England's penalty area. How did England survive? They basically put on a defensive masterclass. Step 1, defend deep. They pulled their lines way back toward their own goal to absorb Aimar's attacks. Step 2, rely heavily on David Seaman. The veteran keeper made some massive saves, denying Pochettino and blocking a close-range shot from Samuel. And step 3, Trevor Sinclair. He came on early for an injured Owen Hargreaves, and his tireless running down the flanks was absolutely vital to just relieve the mounting pressure on the backline. Section 5. Redemption and Sweet Victory. When that final whistle finally blew, you could literally see the exhaustion replaced by pure elation. The broadcast nailed it. Just look what it means to him. Look what it means to England. This was way more than just 3 points to help them qualify. The emotional weight of this victory was monumental. It was this massive psychological triumph for the entire nation, and obviously for their captain. Historically, this mattered so much. The 20-year curse was finally broken. After suffering at the hand of God in '86 and the shootout heartbreak in '98, England had finally beaten Argentina for the first time in over 2 decades. And in doing so, they left Argentina totally scrambling, with serious work to do just to get out of the group stage. As we look back at this incredible rematch feature, Argentina 0-1 England, Beckham, I want to leave you with one final provocative thought. After erasing the defining failure of his career with a single swing of his right boot, what was left for him to conquer? He faced his absolute worst nightmare, stepped up to the spot in the 44th minute, and exercised those demons through sheer willpower. It really is a true testament to mental resilience in sports. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and I highly encourage you to keep exploring the history that makes football the beautiful game. See you next time.